Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time is Road to 1000 Rating Episode 2, and we have me, aka Boss with FAMAS, with 574 rating, versus Cloud Strife, 189, with 698 rating. So this is going to be another high rated DB video. It's actually, well, I mean, it's high rated, but it's Road to 1000, a little bit of both, best of both worlds. And with that being said, let's hop right into the video. Also, I know like you're gonna say, oh, you're making excuses, but this match was at 2:30 a.m. and I actually haven't watched over it yet. So, but game 3, I know there's at least 2 misplays I did because I was counting them while playing. I was like, man, I'm messing up. Gotta like really focus in. But I wasn't even trying to play this game. Like I was gonna hop off. I like clicked ready up. And then I clicked cancel, and then like 2 seconds later it threw me in a game, and I was like, oh no. And then I was playing against a good player, and I was like, no, it's like 2 a.m. I can't be doing this. But I actually know them. They're pretty cool. Like I don't know them like personally, but like I've met them on DB. I was talking to them actually like a day before this. We were like talking about their list. But looking at the card counts, we have 40 versus 42. They won the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So they can go ahead and decide to go first. And then looking at the opening hands, we have Ash, Prosperity, Gamma, dotKuro, and Fractal. So, you know, 3 hand traps plus a starter and then like a pseudo starter. Pretty good, pretty good. Can't really complain about this hand going second. And then they have Meltdown, Talons, Foolish Burial, Shaddoll Fusion, and Beast. You also can't complain about having this hand either. No, we both opened up rather good. Ready for an epic match? 100%. Want to put this on the channel? Please? If it's a good match, I got you. That kind of spoils how the match is. You can comment how I play more than 40 and I'm bad. Oh, wait, I forgot to do it. I say it right here. And say, gotta hate to see it. Activate Meltdown, and then this is going to go search out Alistair, and then summon Alistair, use the effect. I chain Gamma. That's going to go ahead, slap Gamma out, and bring out Driver. Also, if you're wondering why I hit this with Gamma and not Ash, or like why didn't I Ash this, like you could Ash Meltdown, you definitely can, but I didn't want to play in the Gamma. Then the Alistair, I could have Ashed that, but I decided to hit it with Gamma because of 2 things. One, like Shaddoll Fusion, like they can turn this into like Secure Gardna, like Amirage, Secure Gardna, or go like Moon Maiden, and then Shaddoll Fusion, and that's a light. And then also, if they don't have Shaddoll Fusion and they have like Dogmatica stuff, then this is the extra deck monster on board to be able to special summon out. And then Talons. I said, your hand, that's a good hand. You use the look effect, your hand has got to be good too. That's always how it is. If they use the look effect, they have more plays. They're going to put back Ash, and then Foolish Burial. And then right here we had like a huge lag spike. Yeah, they go ahead, dump Hedgehog, add Squamata. Then activate Shaddoll Fusion, get rid of 2, summon out Window. And then they're going to get those effects. Beast drawing the Schism. It is so good. Like, Beast drawing in the Schism is actually crazy. Squamata, dump Wendy, set Hedgehog. And they're also playing multiple Hedgehog, which is like, it's interesting. In this scenario, it's actually like pretty good because like if I want to like omen out this, then like I still have to deal with this. That would get to Shaddoll Fusion, but they pass. I was trying to banish those off the board during their end phase, and it was just like lagging. We had some like major lag. Like it was like saying like the reconnecting kicked us out of DB and everything, but it was like most part it was better after that. And then I do draw Imperm, and I'm like, I could just Imperm this Window and like, you know, smack it up real quick. But I was like, do I really need to do that? I was so salty when they set 1-2. I was like, no way their Beast drew into like a punishment. I was like, don't do it to me. Don't do it. Like it could have been anything else. Well, not anything else, but it could have been a lot of other things. Go dump Kit, go dump Nerval, grab Kit. And then normal summon, they're going to activate Schism and activate the effect. And I'm going to chain dotKuro to hit the Wendy out of graveyard so that way they don't have Shaddolls with like 2 different attributes. So that way they can't summon App Clone and App Clone negate Kit. So now here, you know, they're forced to go for Window. And you know, I'm already under one window. What's the second one gonna do? And then, because I also got to use dotKuro, I do also have 4 in graveyard now, so I can summon out Omen effect. It's gonna banish Winda, Omen, beat over Winda. Omen is putting in work here. And then they're gonna get to add back Shaddoll Fusion off of the Winda, and then Kit, attack Hedgehog effect, go grab the L Shaddoll Fusion. So let's do this thing. Facts. Just don't pot to Imperial Order, please, not again. Ha ha ha. We were always doing that. And then go ahead, turn those into Blossom, and then I'm gonna get Omen effect, go search out Kuraz, and then Blossom to summon out Kuraz, banish 2, bring out Bear Bloom. So I guess I should have done this after Omen. Yeah, I was supposed to activate Prosperity after I searched off of Omen. I mean, it was a mistake. Not like too big of a mistake. Like, I know both the cards in their hands, so like I can't really get punished for doing this later. But I should have done this before, 100%. Mistake. Banish 3. Said, what card do you want? Order, baby. And then I don't get it. Said, whoop, that was close. Nah. Go ahead, grab, and then put those back. Said Shaddoll Fusion plus Meltdown. Let's go. And then right here, I get rid of the Bear Bloom and Blossom to summon out access code. And then Bear Bloom 1, access code 2. I can't use this because of Prosperity. And the reason why you do this, chain link 2, so that way this can't get negated. I mean, they don't have anything though, so again, it just doesn't really matter. Go grab Revolt, and then put back. And then access code, banish Bear Bloom, pop. And then access code, banish itself off field to pop. The reason I'm getting itself off the board is that way they can't just Shaddoll Fusion for free. Said, oh smart, you know about that play? I'm the one who made that play. And then set 2, obviously we're having some like friendly banner here. And then they draw the Electromagnetic Turtle. And they just submit defeat. Said, well done. Thank you. We just need 2 more good games, please. So let's do it. So going on to the next game, we are going to see the Shaddoll invoked player decide to go first. Opening hands, I have Tanky, Prosperity, Fractal, Revolt, Fractal, so no hand traps here, sadly. Very unfortunate. And then they have Phantasme, Shaddoll Fusion, Talents, Necro Valley, and Shaddoll Dragon. So, you know, their hand isn't that great, but Necro Valley is a card. Is a card indeed. Said, well, that's a hand. Full combo plus Talons. You know about Talons? Nah. And they're going to activate Necro Valley, set Dragon, and then pass. And then right off the top, I drew Twin. I always shuffle my hand when I draw, but here I didn't. I guess you could call it like BM or whatever, but like I wanted to make it known. My dominance was there, and I was going to go ahead and Twin that off the top. And then activate Prosperity. And this is going to be banishing 6. Also, I did make a misplay here on my banishes. Right after I banished, I was like, oh, wow, I'm just so bad. Again, this is like the 2:30 a.m. brain. I shouldn't have banished Silver. I should have banished Omega. Because, like, even if Prosperity does hit Gamma, my opponent's not then going to play into the Gamma. Like, they're not bad. So, like, This should have been Omega, and Silver should have been an extra deck, so that was a misplay. Nobleman a crossout, you're good. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the wrong card. I thought they were talking about the new one. Because that's like Nook. I thought they were talking about the new Nobleman. I just realized that now. See, again, that's that 2:30 a.m. brain. But I can't wait till we get the card that, like, activated, banish the card from deck, and like that card's negated. Like, oh my gosh, that card's gonna make decks look so funky. Like, we're gonna have a whole bunch of like 1-ofs. Like, decks are gonna play like 1 Talons, you know, depending on how the format is. But like, it's gonna be so cool to see a whole bunch of 1-ofs in a deck, just because like that's like different than like our normal deck building. And then mill 6, and I grab Cat. Then go ahead and put those back to the bottom of the deck. And then normal summon out Cat effect, get rid of it, summon out Kuraz, summon out Kit. And different from the last video is I don't play Pepperoni in this build anymore, so yeah, obviously you're not going to see it since I don't play it. Summon Blossom, And then Kit effect the dump. It's going to dump Nerval, grab Kit. And then Blossom effect, summon out Fractal effect, banish, summon out Omen effect, Chainlink 1, Phantasme, Chainlink 2. And then that's going to summon itself out, draw 3, and draws weren't bad. And they're going to go ahead, put back, and then still just going to banish the set. And then battle phase, attacks. I just used talents. I wish I was that talented. Fractal beat over, Blossom attack directly, Omen attack directly. And then they take too much damage there. You know, I let them know, like, half damage. So thanks, fam, no problem. And then go for Appaloosa. I could have done the play to play around like Shaddoll Fusion by going like access code, but I chose not to. Let's see why I didn't actually, because like, but it might have been better. Again, like, I'm not trying to use it as an excuse, but it's literally like 2:30 a.m. in this video. I didn't eat any. This was the day that like I was begging for like a PB&J. Like, I was hungry. I didn't eat at all this day, and it was late, so this could have just very well been a mistake. But let's see. So I could have just turned those into an access code and then banished itself to out Phantasme. That would have played around Shaddoll Fusion. If they have the invoke stuff, I just don't care about it because those cards just don't do enough. Yeah, so I would say I made a mistake there. I shouldn't have gone for Appaloosa. I should have just gone for access code. And then Omen, go search out dotKuro, set Revolt Pass, draw El Shaddoll Fusion, and then they're going to go ahead and activate Shaddoll Fusion, dump Wendy and Squamata, and then this is going to bring out an App Cologne, Squamata 3, App Cologne 2, Wendy 1. Obviously, I have to chain this here. If it's just going to be negated, it's not going to do anything. And then they're going to go ahead and set a Shaddoll Beast from the deck, and then special summon out Knight, and then think on summon. And then here I activate Revolt. And I actually think this was a mistake too, because when they activated Shaddoll Fusion, if I wanted to, I could have just chained Revolt to Shaddoll Fusion and summon out Omen, and then, you know, their monsters would be chain links like 1, 2, 3. I guess like I wouldn't have been able to like Appaloosa negate because like Omen would have summoned, and then I would have got Omen effect to out App Cologne and would have helped play around El Shaddoll Fusion more. But then I wouldn't have got like my Appaloosa negate, which actually I just don't think matters that much. So yeah, I probably should have just done that before to play around the El Shaddoll. Like, obviously I knew they were on it. And right there, right before they dropped L, I said, please no L. No. Go for Window. And then Beast App Cologne. Draw Shaddoll Fusion. Said it ain't gotta be like this. And then add, get rid of Aerial. And then Aerial effect. That's just gonna triple dotKuro my graveyard for everything. And then they try to activate Shaddoll Fusion, but you know they already done it this turn, so they can't do that. So imagine if that wasn't once per turn. They also had like a huge lag spike there. Go for Anaconda, Winda, try to add back the El Shaddoll Fusion there. And then I'm going to hit it with a dotKuro. I don't want them to be able to make plays next turn. Crazy enough, like when they can play on your turn, that's actually just crazy. They're going to go ahead and dump Shaddoll Fusion, send Hedgehog and Alistair, and then bring out Winda, and then Hedgehog to go grab Falco. So it's interesting that they're playing Falco. Not a lot of people are playing that. And then they're going to go battle phase, attack, and then attack. And then main phase 2, set called by, pass turn, draw Prosperity, and then I go main phase. They do know I have Kit. They don't know about these. Said great match thus far, back and forth 100% to UOTKB. And then go ahead and Fractal effect. They chain called by. That was rough. It was indeed rough. Activate Prosperity. Banishing 3. Here's the Omega that should have left my extra deck prior. And then mill 3. And then it's not very good. I'm gonna grab Imperm and then put those back. Said I'm lucky to have damage, and then normal summon out Kit, attack Anaconda. And if you're wondering like what I was trying to go for there, why that prosperity, I probably shouldn't have. I should have just like normal summon Kit, beat over Anaconda, but I was trying to hit Pankratops there, because like Pankratops would have like really swung the game, because I could have like summoned it, beat over Winda, beat over Anaconda, and then pass. But I probably should have just like, no, actually I think the play was right, because like the 100 damage difference just doesn't matter. And they said I'm lucky to have damage low, and then I attacked and they took full damage. I just copy and pasted what they said. I had to. I felt like that was the perfect opportunity. Set, pass, draw turtle, and that's a light. And it's a huge draw too. Huge draw. Because next turn I can't just like Kit, attack, crash, and then like play. Said difficult. Said your beast draws need to start being worse. Yeah, I thought that they drew called by off the beast draw. They're gonna go ahead and Shaddoll fusion dump, but like again, that's just the 2 a.m. brain. I should have like picked up on it pretty quickly that it was Shaddoll fusion, because why else would they like Phantasme keep multiple Shaddoll fusion unless they drew one for turn? But go for construct, and then they're gonna get construct effect there. And then I said and I go ahead and imperm that. They don't have anything else here. And then they pass. They don't want to beat over this. And then I draw Pankratops. And I think... And I wanted them to not use Turtle, which is why I didn't summon this. I was like, please don't Turtle me. Don't do it. And they dropped Turtle. And I was like, wow, they did it. So that's why I didn't summon this before. Because like if I summon this, then guaranteed they're dropping Turtle effect. Pass, draw Alistair, and that was a huge draw. Summon it, go grab Invocation. And because they dropped the Alistair from Duck to Graveyard earlier with Shaddoll Fusion, now they do indeed... Well, I guess it didn't really matter. Yeah, it didn't really matter, because they could just summon Agos. Agos effect, target Kit. But let's say, well, nah, it does matter. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, because I could have, like, Agos effect, target Pankratops, but never mind. Like, okay, scratch that whole idea. Invocation, banish, summon Agos effect, and then that's gonna pop Kit. And then here I'm realizing this game, and I was like, maybe they just, like, will mess up and not Agos effect banish, and then I can just Pankratops pop this, and then this is 100 off. And I was like, alright. I mean, well, you know, Invocation, go grab it. I was hoping for a lot here. I was really hoping for them to, like, really, really mess up. And they didn't. And I was like, alright, yeah, that's game. So, let's go. Now we need a good game 3, and that's opposed. Add in those 3 anti-spells. Oh, 100%. Side air, 1 second, you know, come back. And I said at this point, no matter how the game 3 is, this is game posted. Amazing game 1-2. Yeah. This was definitely a pretty good match. Then, moving on to game 3, this is what I really want to go over, because like I was catching my misplays while playing. Like, at this point, it was 3 a.m., I was out of juice, I hadn't ate that day, was super tired, I was ready to go to bed. Opening in, we have Bell, Order, Ash, Fractal, and Cat. I looked at my hand, I was like, this is good. This is good. This is what we want. This is not what we want. This is what we need. And then they have Invocation, Avarice, Meltdown, Shaddoll Fusion, Add Your Servant. And look at all those spells. I said, Woot, thanks fam, having a blast. Said, no problem, you're a good player and you're a very good commentator. Right when that happened, I was like, I remember I was like, you're a good player, and they're like, you're very good, and I was expecting player, and then they said commentator. I thought about being like, wow, so I'm a horrible player now, eh? So you got mad skills, appreciate you. It's cool when you smile in your videos, like you're having a good time. I like to see it always, or else I couldn't do it every day. 100%. Summon Cat effect, get rid of itself. Summon out Kuraz and Kit. Then turn those into Blossom, Kit effect, and then I accidentally misclick here, and I accidentally send Fractal. I meant to send Nerval to add Fractal. And then Blossom, summon out Fractal, and then Fractal effect, this is going to be banishing 4, summon out Omen, and then get rid of those to go for Bear Bloom. Omen effect to search out from the deck to the hand a dotKuro, and then turn those into an Appaloosa. And then I get Bare Bloom Blossom, and I draw Prosperity. I can't use it this turn because of the Blossom, because I already drew off an effect this turn. And then add, put back, and then go ahead, set 2, and pass turn. So you got Imperial, always. And then they draw Twin off the top of the deck, which is only fair enough because I did it last game, but still, wild. And then they go ahead and activate Meltdown. And then here, I was thinking, because like against Striker, I can just hold order the entire turn, right? Because like I can just hold it until like I'm absolutely forced to do something about it. Usually I can just like hold Revolt in order, and then like they activate multi-roll and I can Revolt, try to out that, and then they have to have like multi-roll, Widow, and like a Cosmic. But against this deck, I was like, you know, honestly, I'm probably just gonna have to flip this at some point. Like, they have a lot of power spells. So I'm just gonna flip this now, and if they have a way to stop it, like out it, they have a way to out it. I said, please no Cosmic. They chain Twin, and I just smashed the keyboard real quick and said, think on discard, they're all good. I said, please don't say that. Come on now. Don't tell me they're all good. I said, Sigh, I like that card too. Target both. And then I chain Revolt, said, it's okay, I did the same last game for Necker Valley. Yeah, I couldn't be too mad, but just a little salty. Here I did make a misplay. I should have just summoned out these. Like these. I should have just left Kuraz banished. I mean, like I should have just left Kuraz and Cat banished. So that way if Omen gets outed, I can go grab Kuraz. So like right as this happened, I realized I made the mistake. So they're gonna grab Alistair, and then I'm gonna get my effects, banish, go search out Kit, and draw Kuraz, and then I put back Kuraz, and again, like I said, just huge mistake. Like I should have just kept 2 banished. It would have made my Omen 10 times better. Then please no Ash Blossom, chain Ash. Said it hurts, gotta do some pro Yu-Gi-Ohs, summon Alistair, and here, I was like, okay, so they didn't use the effect, right? I was like, alright, if they didn't use the effect, they gotta have, like, double invocation in hand. And here's where the misplays, like, get bad. And then they go ahead, activate invocation, and I should have just chained dotKuro on Alistair. See, what I was thinking here is the other card in hand was invocation. Like, I had a read on it, and I was like, okay, so if the other card in hand's invocation, and I just Bell, then they have to activate the other invocation and I dotKuro for game. But, you know, I could have, like, again, I was thinking about this because, like, after I was done with this match last night, I took a shower and then went to bed. And the entire time in the shower, I was just like, what was I thinking? Because, like, I knew I was going to end up uploading this match. And I was like, I should have just dotKuro'd Alistair because if the other card in hand's invocation, I win. So huge mistake because I end up hitting this with Bell. Huge mistake. And then they natter serve at me. I deserve that. 100%. Like, misplay on my part. Obviously, no one else is playing besides me, so any mistake I make is on me. And then they're going to dump Elder. And then go grab Maximus. And then Elder effect on Appaloosa. And I was thinking a few things through. I was like, okay, so if I negate this, it's at 800. They crash. I can't dotKuro out both cards in graveyard, obviously. If I just let this go, if I just let this get perished, then they'd have to, I could dotKuro that, and then they have to crash, but then they get, like, the same outcome they want, just they take 22 damage. And I was like, alright, yeah, just have to, like, Appaloosa negate. And then, like, right there, I was, like, extra realizing my mistake. If I lose this match, it's gonna suck. Because at this point, you know, before Game 3 even started, like, I was posting this no matter what, just because, like, Game 1 and Game 2 were good, and I thought there was, like, a lot to go over. And then Maximus effect to dump, and then that's going to dump Ash and App Cologne, and then I'm going to dump Lambda and Omega, and then they're going to get App Cologne to dump, and then effect to set. I thought they were just going to go for a Beast, but I was thinking that they probably thought I put back dotKuro with my, like, one of my Tri-Brigade effects, which is why I didn't do it on invocation, like, in response. But I was actually just garbage, so I didn't do it. And then in main phase, I go ahead and dotKuro, hit the Ash, and then draw Fractal. And so let me think so I don't mess this up somehow. You just access code. Yeah. Go ahead, banish 3, and then right here they say GG's, you know, summon, omen effect. That's going to banish beast. And for a second, because they said GG's, and then they weren't admitting defeat, and I was like, wait, are they going to make me play this through? Because obviously I would just banish and then go for access code. Said, well played, I'll keep testing. Said, you too. I should have crowed Alistair. Yeah, huge mistake. See, I realized it, like, right away. It said offer rematch, said, but I thought second invo was in hand, but it honestly just wouldn't matter. It doesn't make sense when you actually, like, think it through. So I gotta go to bed. It's like 3 a.m., sorry. Said, okay, night, buddy, but amazing match. Fun match, thanks. For sure will be on channel. And then, yeah, that's it for the match. But, oh my gosh, again, I forgot to shout out my channel. What am I doing? I'm supposed to shout it out so that way the watchers see it. Like, come on now. There was like 12 watchers. That's rough. That's rough. But, yeah, I like going over matches where I have some misplays. It's better to go over matches where I have some misplays than matches where I play, like, absolutely perfect, because the matches I have mistakes in, I can learn from and become better from, and hopefully you can too. And also, I think matches where I have mistakes are just generally, like, better to go over. Like 100% in my opinion. I think they're better to go over. But not too much more to say about this match. I guess we can go over how long it was. See, like, look at this match, how long it was. It was like 3 a.m. It was a 51-minute long match, and a match I wasn't trying to play. Absolutely absurd. But I'm happy that it was a good match, and it was against a good player that was also high rated, so that way I could at least make a video out of it. So it's not like my time was completely wasted to get like 15 points. But again, again, this is like the road to 1,000. Currently, like, after this match, I will be extremely close to 600 rating. So probably get like 2 more matches in this series. It's not going to be a very long series because usually there's not that many good matches on the road to 1,000. Usually a lot of matches are pretty garbage. So far unrated this season, I have 3 L's. And oh my gosh, like, it sucks because one of the L's completely deserved. Shout out Young Trish. Like, that L was just, there was no way I was going to stop that L. Actually, I was looking at that match and rewatched it. I should have got 2-0 that match. It shouldn't even have been a game 3, so I was proud of how I played. And then the next match, I played versus Sky Striker, and I completely threw. There was a chance that they should have won, that they could have won. Even after, like, my mistake, but, you know, if I didn't make the mistake, there was a chance I would have won. The way I played it, I ended up making it to where, like, no matter what happened, no matter what their top deck was, I lost, so I threw that match. And then the third match was against, like, a anti-meta deck, and it was game 2, and I could have just Pinkertops, popped the Crackdown, take back my kit, and then effect, summon, banish the back row, and then access code for game. But I didn't do that. Yeah, I made a mistake. I popped the back row, and I could have just ended the game that turn, and I didn't, and then they ended up winning that game. Game 3, though, pretty confident I would have lost game 3, but, you know, I should have been able to go to game 3 and been able to get there. So 2 of the matches I've lost were on me, which, you know, sucks, but it does make me feel... it makes me feel a little bit bad and a little bit good at the same time. A little bit bad because it's like, wow, like, I could have just prevented those losses just by, like, playing better. But it also makes me feel good because it makes my deck feel better. It's like, wow, like, once I learn how to play this deck, like, 100% properly and correct, I think this deck will just become way better than how I'm playing it right now. Which is, like, you know, that's how it is for, like, any deck. But, I don't know. It feels good to know that I'm not, like, at the very top of my level for this deck yet. Because it hasn't topped out yet. Like, my skill level hasn't topped out. So, like, my matches I'll be playing better in the future, which means this deck will just get better, like, in comparison, because, like, my skill goes up, so then the deck will get better because I'm playing it better. But with all that being said, again, make sure to go check out my new sponsor, Imperium Duelist. Use my code DBG10 at checkout. do that, use my TCG Player affiliate link, and become a channel member. If you do any of that, all the money I make through any of those will be put back into the channel through giveaways. Also, I have a giveaway I started a few hours before this video comes out, so make sure to go check that out if you want to try to win a box of King's Court. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Episode 2 done. Episode 3 should be coming sooner or later. Bye. Have a nice day.